I could use
Okay.
CapCut to do our intro. Hi,
It's on.
everyone.
Hi.
I know. I want them to get like the little like behind the scenes. How cute is that?
Our before we get on. For
Yeah.
like an hour, we do that, you guys.
Okay. Today we're going to talk about
Dating younger. Can women
dating
date younger? Because we know men get away with it. It's fine.
We know what I think.
It's fine. Not that I have a bias, but I want to talk about it because maybe I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. I wish this was live and you guys could like talk back to me because
We can do that. We can do that.
We need to do it. I want to talk about it because, you know, I'm in midlife, I'm dating, and
I'm not midlife yet.
I'm you know, I'm super active and I look at my age group and I'm most of the time I'm very disappointed because they're not taking care of themselves, they're not active. And so yeah, I've like on my little dating app, I'm willing to go down, right?
Age-wise,
right. You know, like 10 years.
I love it.
Is that too far down? Could I go further? Is that okay? Is that not okay?
I think 10 years, I would say 10 to 15 years younger. I think. I think the 20s are out. No one in their 20s.
No, because I don't want to be somebody's mother, right? Yeah. And maturity has to be there. So my like, just feel it out. Let's feel it out.
Can I say something though? Even if you're with an older guy, you could have to be their mother sometimes. So motherhood is not about age. Let's not blame the age.
That is so the truth. That's so the truth. Because
it's annoying.
Because I have friends that are with men that they're 10 years older than them or 15 years older than them, and that's fine. Nobody blinks at that. But if I even talk about, they're like,
if a woman is older, no one likes it. But if a man's older, like look at Belichick and his new girlfriend, they're 50 years apart. That's so gross.
They're 50?
No offense. Belichick? Yeah.
I didn't know.
Let's look it up. Yeah, she's 23.
And so that's fine. So why is that fine? Like, but it's not fine for us.
If you just start typing in BEL, his girlfriend pops up because everyone's checking it. Check.
So is it like for a guy, is it like
there's a 50-year age gap. Yep. Timeline. They met in 2021 on a flight. She was a student and he signed her philosophy textbook. That's so weird. Yeah, so at that time, I think she was 21.
Okay, let's do pros and cons. Pros and cons.
I love it. Okay. For men, okay, we're going to have to do pros and cons for younger man, older woman. So we're talking about that. That's our focus right now. Then we can switch.
Okay.
So the pro is
they can keep up with me.
Sex. Let's talk about sex. They can be active.
I love that you go right there. That's the first thing that comes to mind is there's no more struggle bus over there. Okay, it's no struggle. It's fine. Anytime, anywhere, all the time.
That's why that movie Stella Got Her Groove Back was so successful. They spent the whole movie following this young guy around and it all worked out, kind of. It got a little crazy at the end, but I think that's because of the era. I think everything's different now.
Yeah.
So pro sexuality, sexually compatible, because I think women get a second win in their 50s.
Amen, sister. So it's hormone replacement therapy,
and
right?
You're not worried about.
You're more comfortable in your body. I think you're more. You know who you are more. Yeah, I could see that.
You're also looking for different things in a man.
Like I want somebody active. I want somebody who can play. I do have this like young part of me that's like, I want to do things and go play and be in, you know, and it's men will tell me like, I can't do that. I'm like, it's hiking. We're walking. It's walking. outside. I
Yeah.
won't take you on a big hill. I just want to be in the forest. And they're, I can't. My knees, my back, I can't. So that's hard. So that's a huge pro for me is you can
So,
keep up,
yep.
maybe
So
challenge me.
not just sexually, but like physically keep up.
Like physical activity. Yeah. Because when I'm thinking long-term partner, I'm not, I'm thinking way beyond sex. I'm thinking
Well, like
about
that's why
like
the whole
compatibility and like,
that's why the whole Hugh Hefner thing went south, because the ladies all ended up having to be like nurses for him, right? Because he was
yeah.
older. So a
Yeah.
young guy, you don't have to be his nurse. You don't
True.
most likely ever have to be his nurse, which is kind of cool.
I have a couple that I know really well. I've known him forever. He used to actually coach me when I did triathlons and stuff, and he's quite a bit older than his wife. Second marriage, and he's such a stud. I mean, he's done like 50 Ironman. 50. He's done more than 50 actually. And
if you do 4 a year, that's like
and it
10
works.
years.
And they've had kids and everything. So my big thing, one of the things that's a con, is that I can't do kids. No kids.
Anymore.
I can't do kids at this point, right? Like in my life. So, you know, a younger guy would have to not want to have kids, which could be a sacrifice. Maybe not, but could be. So that's a con for him, not for me.
Did you see the movie Four Christmases?
Oh my God, I love that movie. It's so good.
Remember when they were playing house and his best friend was with his mom?
Oh my gosh. Remember that? He's like, your mom is such an amazing lover. And he's like, oh my gosh, stop talking to me. And he tries to give him $20 for gas. And he's like,
he's older
yeah.
than him.
Yeah.
And he's an attorney and he's giving him $20 for gas.
Right. And he's like the same age as her kids.
And he says, I know it's hard. Is it uncomfortable me being your stepdad?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the kids, that's another could be a pro, could be a con. I mean,
Yeah.
This person will have a lot in common with your son. Just kidding. Just kidding. That was
Okay.
a joke.
That was a low blow.
No, they won't. Because they're totally not the same age. So that's fine.
Not, but like, so would it be more relatable? I don't know. I mean, obviously my ex he's a good dad. And so he is,
And he's athletic.
and he's doing all the things with the kids. So I don't need a dad. I don't need a dad to my kids. I need a partner to me, you know? So
that's the other thing, is like, it depends on who you are and what you're looking for. I know. Okay. So I was 37 when I met my husband. So I know people that had kids in their 20s or late teens, and they wouldn't. My in-laws, I think, got divorced when she was 35 or something. So they didn't want more kids, but I was looking for more kids. So then when I was meeting people and they were in their 50s, because I was in my 30s, that wasn't going to work because I still wanted kids.
Yeah. So that conversation is really important.
Bo Derek is one. I think Bo Derek was with an older guy, a younger guy.
She's so beautiful.
She's so beautiful. Let me see who she was with.
So then you also have to think about society.
John Corbet. John is, yeah.
Is that the actor from My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Yeah. So he was born in, I thought they were really, oh my gosh, they're not that far apart. Why did I think
Reeves? Isn't he with an older?
No, she's just early gray. So I thought Bo Derek is 69, John is 64. That's only 5 years. That's not that much. Why did I think that was a lot? There's something wrong with me that I thought that.
Okay, so what about like society, like thoughts, questions?
Well, you look really young, so
thank you.
Right? See why we're friends.
Thank you. Let me do
you do. You're athletic. You look young. So I don't think people are going to look and be like strangers are going to look and judge. I do think that friends will. I think friends will. I
Friends
think
will
you'll
judge.
friends are judgy because they're bitter. It's sad about their own lives.
What about they're gonna be like, dang, Lisa. Okay, what about the guy's family? Are they like pulling him aside and being like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Who
Depends on who the person is. I think they would be like, she's really hot. I get it. But maybe like, okay, so guys, so I'm a boy mom. So I would be like, I want grandkids, and I'm not gonna get grandkids, most likely. Or my grandkids are gonna be old. Or my grandkids are gonna be my son's stepkids' kids, right? Like as a
mm-hmm.
mom, like think of your son if he was with someone that was 20 years older or 15, 10, and you
Yeah.
weren't going to have grandkids. How would you feel? You have girls, so you still get some grandkids.
Well, I mean, I have an oldest daughter who doesn't want to have kids, who's like talking maybe now that she's met somebody wonderful, like she would maybe have one, but forever was like, I don't want kids. She still doesn't know yet. So I was automatically like, she's out, but I have more than one kid.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. In my mind though, I wasn't gonna have kids. I didn't want kids until he turned 28, and for whatever reason, at 28, I started wanting kids.
I wanted a
But
baseball team, but I got 3.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you wanted a baseball
And
team.
I wanted a lot of kids. I used to blow my birthday candles out and wish that my mom would have more babies or something so I could take care of more babies. I used to take care of all the babies in the neighborhood. I
Aww.
love kiddos. So back to the topic. Okay. What else? What else is a pro? Tell me, Angie.
There's a lot of cons, but the pros.
There's a lot of cons. Why are there so
There
many
are a lot of cons. Well, I don't mean a lot of cons, but I mean the
because it's
cons.
against societal norm? Is
Yes. So
that
like,
part of the con?
so I
Why
think
do we
this.
care so much what society says? Like my ex father-in-law, they were 25 years apart. 25. His the
Hey,
the
what
grandfather's
about
35 years. I mean, that's a huge amount, right?
what
It's
about
a huge
Gene
amount.
Hackman? How old was his wife? They both
I
passed away.
just
May they
think
rest in
I think
peace.
nowadays tables are turning, right? I think that women are having more power. We're taking positions from men in different fields, right? Things are equaling out. They're not equal, but they are equaling out. And this is one of those, but I do think there's a strong stereotype still.
Okay, here's one.
There's pressure.
Gene Hackman was born in 1930, and his wife, may they both rest in peace, was born in 1959. So they were 29 years apart, and they lived in Santa Fe, New Mexico, in like a remote home in like the small town. So I think it depends on what you want for your future. I mean, like if you want to travel and you want to like if your partner wants to travel and like you're going to be writing and doing your podcast and speaking probably, and I think that that kind of attunes with like a younger guy, because you're not going to be living in a little, like in a cookie cutter home with kids driving them
Mhm.
to and from school. You're going to be on an adventure. And then eventually, like, I mean, if it was long term, assuming it's long term, you settle down somewhere and you enjoy your life together. So I think society doesn't matter. But I mean, when we think of it like in our homes right now, where we are in our neighborhoods,
Mhm.
it kind of does. Because if you want to fit in, then
So it's about that. It's about being able to know that you're not fitting in, that you're choosing the connection over what people think, and then you're going to have to combat that.
but like no matter what you do, let's say you've heard about the like whole cat lady stigma, like women that don't remarry, they just have tons of cats. They're usually happier, but they people judge them. I think people are going to judge you no matter what you do. So you got to live your best life, and you got to figure out what works for you and what you want, and then also what lines up. I think, sometimes it is timing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely you know, I live my life trying to hear God in the things that I'm doing. So I'm definitely like thinking things through, praying, asking, right? Because I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this life out. I made choices different when I was younger and got married, and like I'm trying to choose differently. Um, and I think a lot of women my age that are in this new phase of life, and it's like you're creating your life and you're trying to figure out, like, okay, so that didn't work. What do I need now? Who am I now, and what do I need in a partner? And I have been willing to wait. I have been willing to be single and to say no. And people can tell me I'm too picky. I always hear that. But I feel like I know what I'm going to give and I know what I'm worth. And shouldn't I be picky? I mean, women, shouldn't we be picky? Shouldn't we at some level say, like, no, like, after all I've been through?
I
So,
mean, you had a 20-year marriage where you lived in society a certain way, right?
mhm,
Beautiful Christmas cards. I mean, amazing holiday decorations. You did that. You did the back to school night. You did all the things. You did the homework and you did all of it. You did the performances and the sports and all the stuff that people do. And now this is like a different life. I think women have really multiple lives.
it feels like it.
I mean, when I think about my father-in-law, they live on in a community that's for pilots. And a lot of the women have been married like 3 times. Like they've had first husband passed away, second husband passed away, now they're on the third, or divorced and then remarried and then passed away. But like women do tend to live longer and we do have multiple lives. And I think it just depends on what stage you're in. Some of the pros, emotional stability, but you were always emotional stable, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Self-confidence, different
Do you
life
feel
perspective.
self-confident? I'm losing my thing. It is interesting how I'm a pretty secure person. And now it's like, ooh, you just like I feel my age a little bit, and I'm like, oh wow, because like somebody like younger is gonna have things better up,
Your things are up. Oh,
just
son.
whatever, just like not have wrinkles or not have this or not have that, and so I can see where I can I can feel that a bit where I'm like aware of myself in ways that I wasn't before. That I'm like, oh, this is kind of uncomfortable. This feels vulnerable. Oh, you know. So there's that. I think that's a new place. Is that a con? Dang it.
Different life perspectives. Is that a positive or a negative?
Hmm.
Wisdom from life experience, career, emotional mentorship, fresh energy.
Because it's like another generation. Is that what they're saying? Like different perspective?
Yeah, like you get from each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think also too, people in their 50s right now, we were kind of part of like a really amazing generation. Like it was before video games, before cell phones, before computers.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of like we're like relics in a museum.
Stop it.
Like, wow, amazing.
It's just so different.
Different life perspectives. Oh, less pressure around traditional timelines.
Because you shattered it when you started dating? Is that why? What does that mean? What does that mean, traditional,
Timelines. Like when you're married to someone, let's say you're both in your 20s, you've got to have kids by a certain age. You've got to like be successful
oh,
by a certain age. You've got to have enough money to put them through college by a certain age, but you don't have all those timelines when you're in a
hmm,
age gap
mhm.
relationship because you clearly are not going by
We're not
a
following the
traditional.
rules. I see. I see.
I think it depends on the person too. I mean, obviously, the person has to be the younger person has to be a special type of person. If they want if they're interested in somebody who's older, then obviously they know what they're getting themselves
Mm.
into. I mean, they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what it's like to have kids yet, maybe.
Mhm.
Or
I've had men pursue me, that are quite a bit younger that are very insistent, and I am very like, "Whoa," I don't know, I don't know. Um, and I'm like, "I'm not having kids, like, I'm just in a different phase. I'm not sure." Like, it's taking me a little bit of time to get like, I feel distrustful. I feel like, "Why do you want what's up?" Like, "You just wanna experience or what?" Because I want a partner. So I don't wanna do that. I want something real, you know? So I
so you're
feel
skeptical.
I am, you it's dating's different nowadays. Like the access, just the access, you know? I don't know.
Like what? What do you mean access?
Like men have so much access. I mean, so do women, but like there's so much access to other people and other connections.
Something just walked through my screen.
Uh-huh. So I don't know, I'm just kind of like, so then if they're younger, do
Lock
they
it, please.
if they're younger, do they have even more access? If they're younger, do they have even more like ability
My
to
life.
connect? I'm feeling like you're not listening right now.
My life is killing me. My life is killing me right now. Younger, not that young.
No,
Uh,
no.
access. You feel like there's more access or less access?
No, I just so the younger
I thought of what I
generation
want to
is
ask
like
you.
embedded in so much access to, on Snapchat, on Instagram, on, all the social medias online. It just feels like they
I
have
have a
more
question for
access.
you.
So then it makes me question, why are you going older?
I have a
Are you
question for
wanting
you.
something more mature? Or are I've been trying to ask these guys these questions so that I can get an idea, like, not just for myself, for all of us.
I have a question for you though.
Okay.
Let's look at real life experience. Name the last 3 people you were interested in or involved with in any way, maybe just talking, and their age, like if their ages were close to your age, right? How did that go?
Well,
Because if
they
we're
were
going to rule people out by age, then we should have all these positive experiences with people that are our age,
well,
right?
I married somebody who's 5 years older than me.
Oh,
Um,
really? Why did I
yeah,
not know that? Yeah, I guess I
yeah.
did.
Um, After my marriage ended, I was in a relationship with somebody who's my exact age. And then since that relationship has ended, they've all been younger. So they've been like 8 years or so.
So you have more experience with.
My long relationships are been all my age or a little older, and I've had a few
Oh, this one's going live. It's
talking, but
already.
it's just when you talk to somebody my age, they don't do social media. They're not great at texting typically, right? Like they're
This
in
is
an
good.
older generation, right? With the younger, it's like Snap, social media, like, what I mean? All these it's a different, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, you know? I don't know. I guess I think a fear I have is if I got in a relationship with somebody younger, that like 5 years down the road, they just be like, "Oh, like I decided I do want to have kids," or whatever. And then I just wasted 5 years thinking, like I think that's my fear if I got involved with somebody.
Yeah, and I think that's because of your recent experience too, because I used to feel that way before I got married. But I don't feel that way now. I don't feel like if my relationship went sideways that I wasted 17 years, and I don't feel like I wasted the
Mm.
years before that. I just actually was talking to someone that ended a 5-year relationship, and they were really like broken by it. Like they really felt like that time was wasted. But I don't know why I don't feel like the time's wasted. I think it's because I have my kids. If I didn't have my kids, I would feel like the time was wasted. But because I have my kids, I don't. Although
Yeah.
prior to having my kids, I was in a meeting my husband actually. I was in a relationship for 28 to 30 was 2. Felt like a long time. And then 30 to 32, that one stung. Those years, that one stung.
So maybe
Because
it's
I
if
thought, dang it, because I got to meet someone at 32, put myself out there, meet someone at 33, maybe get married at 34. Now I'm 35 trying to have kids. So I think like the biological stuff gets in the way.
pushing. Yeah.
But you don't even know, Lise. I mean, you're going to like write, publish your book. Our podcast is going to be out there. You're going to be having people like try to meet you. You're going to meet more and more people. And so like, I don't know that like you're going to be at a shortage for meeting people. I think right now it's just like a specific time in your life where you're kind of in the middle.
Maybe.
That should be the name of a book, In the Middle.
In the middle. But I think
Golden
like
in the
women,
middle.
I think women that are listening, right? Like they're thinking about it. They're trust me, when we're on the dating apps and you have to pick your age range, I was like, I remember moving it down from like the top bracket because everything I was seeing, I was so discouraged.
If I was in your shoes, I would have my age range be 35 to 55. That would be my range because I don't know a lot of 60-year-old men that are active, but I'm also not out looking at men because I'm married. Right. But I also wouldn't rule out like someone in their early 40s or late 30s. Developmentally, like seriously, is someone really going to change that much between 35 and 42?
Yeah, I know. That's a good question.
Like 35 to 42 is different than 10, 12 to 19.
Yeah.
Right?
Or your 20s, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So where did we get? Absolutely nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. We have no answers for you. Except
take a risk. I don't know. So the chasm isn't as big as you think. I have that written on a rock. Anyways.
That's really good.
I used that when I was going through all my stuff because I was like, you know what? I have got to be willing. I am very calculated. Like I'm a risk taker, but I'm thinking about it, right? Like I'm not gonna just jump without a harness. I'd be like, how far down is it? Okay. Should I do it? Probably. So in this realm, like I'm talking about it because I talk to other clients and everyone is like, what do you think? What do you think? And I'm like, there's a part of me that's like, I get it. I understand the questions and
I have
my own self.
I have an answer. Would you rather
jump
be in a relationship that isn't the quite right fit, but you're like similar age? Or would you rather be in an amazing relationship where there's an age gap?
Well, for sure. I won't. That's why I'm not in a relationship right now because like I won't compromise. After what I went through, I will not compromise. And I just I'm trusting. I'm like, God, where's my person? Like, this is not too hard for you. I'm paying attention.
There are a lot of people in the world.
But I know that like I need to have experiences. I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm meeting, some wonderful people and some not so wonderful people. And I'm going through the process like so many women out there. And we're trying to figure out, right? I don't want to compromise. I don't want any of you to compromise. I believe every woman out there, you deserve to have what you want. We need to know, first of all, our worth when we're out there. But I think, yeah, let's take some risks. Let's have some adventure. That's okay. Am I talking to myself or you? I don't know.
There's 8.3 billion people in the world. I think
you
find one. who speaks English and another language.
I mean, they can.
I think you can find one.
Yeah, that's what people say who are married, and us out here are not married and going to couples. I'm literally going to my girlfriend's couples weekend away as a single. This is not the first
That's
year I've
so
done this. I'm
weird.
the only single, and everyone's a couple. And you know what? I still go. Why?
You should
Because I
bring a
like
little.
Spain?
You
No,
should bring a
because I'm
little
like, I should
bobble,
be
like a
living my life.
bobblehead sign, and have that be your guy next to you.
It's hard because it's like I don't want to. Part of me is like that's uncomfortable to go, but then the other part of me is like this is my friend and I need to live my life. What am I gonna not live my life because I don't have a partner? That's like against everything I believe in. But it would sure
That's
be
not gonna
nice
happen. That's not going to
to
happen.
actually do something as a couple. One
You're
day.
not going to not live your life.
I have to live my life. But it is hard, right, girls? You single girls out there, it's hard. It's lonely. It's hard to have to go do those things. I know you who are married are like, I just want to break from him. I just want to sleep in
I
my
just
bed by
don't want to
myself.
be a personal assistant 24/7. I need a day off in my home.
I
Not
remember,
boredom, just in my
Angie, I
home.
remember going to couples therapy when I was married, and the therapist looking at my then husband and saying, "She is not your secretary. She is not supposed to be reminding you of everything. That's why you have a calendar. That's why you have, look on your phone, put a calendar. She shouldn't having to remind you of all the like." It was awesome. I was like, "Yeah, yes."
You like that part.
Because we do, as when we get sucked into the like, I'm trying to help you
I'm the finder in our
because
house.
when you forget all the
I'm
things,
the
it affects all
finder.
of us. But
Where's the knife? Where are the eggs? In the fridge. Where in the fridge? It's not a big fridge.
it's
It's not.
so you're
It's
the
double door.
problem solver of the world in your house. See all the things that us women do.
Even things that I don't know about. I'm like, you realize I don't know about them. Like, I don't know. How come I have to answer what I don't know? All right. Well,
Oh, wait,
thank you, everyone.
Is that a bonus thing? If he's younger, he's not gonna he's not gonna expect me to know all the things,
Maybe.
or maybe he will
Maybe.
expect me to know all the things.
I don't know.
Just
We'll have
play
to
dumb.
ask him. Can't wait to meet him. All right. Bye, everyone.
Good
Thank
luck
you for tuning
in your
in.
adventures.
Give us your comments, like all that stuff.
Yep, all the things.